Hey, all right, y'all, it's Women's History Month. And what better time to highlight the powerhouse that is Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
And that's fine. She's fine.
This month is about celebrating the trailblazers, the history makers, and the women who refuse to be silenced. And Jasmine? Oh, she fits that bill perfectly.
If you could speak directly to Elon Musk, what would you say?
Fuck off.
That's it.
She's not just making waves in politics. She's redefining what it means to be a bold, unapologetic leader in today's America.
I can't speak for anybody else, but I used to ask myself, if I was a part of the civil rights movement back in the day, what role would I play? Never imagined that I would be able to play this type of role, because we know that they had to fight so that seats like this could exist in the Congress in the first place. So as only the 55th black woman elected to Congress, knowing that people fought for what they could not see, I think that I owe it not only to the generations that came before me, but the generations that are coming behind me. If they could risk their lives, if they could be jailed, if they could be beaten, and do it all for somebody that they never knew would exist, known as Jasmine Crockett, then I can do just a little bit by making sure that I raise my voice. And to be perfectly honest, I know that they all talk about how Christian they are, but I am the child of a preacher, and I am going to say that God has not given me a spirit of fear. So I will not be intimidated. I will not be scared. I know that what I am doing is right. No matter how they try to persecute me, no matter how many lies they put out against me, I will stand strong, because I know how I got here, and I know that the generations coming behind me deserve it. Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
So today we're diving deep into her journey, her impact, and that viral showdown that had everyone talking. Because let's be real, women in power still get judged for how they look before anyone listens to what they say. But let's get into it. All right, today we're taking a deep dive into Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett. Beyond the viral clips and the headlines, what makes her such a force in politics right now? Why is she shaking up the Democratic Party? And how did an exchange about looks and body features with Marjorie Taylor Greene turn into a defining moment, not just for her, but for a larger cultural conversation about respect in politics? Now, if you've been paying attention, Jasmine Crockett isn't your typical politician.
We just posted, and the coddling is for the white boys. That's what's happening right now. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am? Is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder.
She doesn't do the overly polished, scripted speeches. No, she's bringing that same energy from her days as a civil rights attorney, sharp, fearless, and unfiltered.
On something, because I know that many of you prepared for today's hearing by making sure that you got a little bit of information about immigrants and crime in your cities. Let me ask each of the mayors, just yes or no, have any of you been made aware of any immigrant that has had 34 felony convictions that has still been able to roam around in your cities? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
34 felony convictions.
No,
from the immigrants. Anybody?
I'm not aware.
Oh, okay. I'm just curious, because we are so concerned about crime, and I know that my Republican colleagues would never want anybody with 34 felony convictions roaming around, because that could be a danger to the community. But I will move on.
And that approach has made her one of the loudest and clearest voices in Congress today, female or male. Let's talk about that moment. Because, this wasn't just another back and forth about policy. No, this was about something deeper, respect. And let's be real, the way people, especially women, are treated in politics often comes down to how they look. Listen, Ms. Crockett is giving Michelle Obama's grace and intellect with a big dose of Foxy Brown's bold curves and unshakable confidence. Not to mention, she's got the sharp wit of Shirley Chisholm, the fearless energy of Angela Davis, and just the right touch of Beyoncé level, I said what I said energy. A powerhouse in the courtroom, a force in Congress, and yes, a fashion statement who refuses to be sidelined. She's the full package, and she's making sure the world knows it. Okay, so here's what went down.
Take a look at the clip.
But when we start talking about things that look like evidence, they want to act like they blind. They don't know what this is. These are our national secrets. Looks like in the to me. So you can talk all you want to about how January 6th was nonsense, but all of y'all were running at that time. Y'all were grabbing y'all's gas masks and y'all were running to your offices because you didn't know if they were coming to kill you.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No, ain't nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Here we go.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling, if someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging personalities, correct?
What now?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, who, let's be honest, well, second thought, no, let's not be honest here. In the spirit of Women's Spirit Month, let's just say MTG, decided to come for Jasmine, but not about policy, not about governance. No, she went straight for the physical, talking about Jasmine's eyelashes as if that was the real issue at hand. And you already know Jasmine wasn't about to let that slide. She made it clear, if you don't want people commenting on your beach blonde, bad-built ass, then don't come for her eyelashes. Simple. That's that treat people how you want to be treated energy. And the internet? Oh, they ate it up. Because for far too long, Democrats have been told to take the high road while getting steamrolled. But Jasmine, she's showing that fighting back is an option. And the result? Well, suddenly, she wasn't just a political figure. She was a cultural moment. She was on The View, Essence, Jimmy Kimmel, Rolling Out, MSNBC, you name it. People weren't just talking about her policies anymore. They were talking about how she represents a shift, a refusal to be disrespected under the guise of political decorum. And that raises a bigger question. Does how you look matter in politics? The answer, unfortunately, is yes. Whether you're a congresswoman or a school teacher, people judge you based on your appearance. And Jasmine Crockett, stepping into that conversation so boldly, has put a spotlight on something many women, especially Black women, have always known. You have to be twice as good, twice as prepared, and still, your eyelashes might be the topic of discussion instead of your legislation. But here's the thing, it's about a shift in the Democratic Party. Crockett is proving that Democrats can hit back, that they don't have to sit back and take baseless attacks.
Members are reminded to abide by decorum of the House.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. Look at your dumb ass say it.
You better wrap it up. You better wrap that gavel up, B.
And that's why she's rising so fast. Not just as a political leader, but as a voice that represents a new era of accountability, directness, and yes, style. That's it for today's deep dive. Let's keep the conversation going, because as much as we like to think politics is all about policy, let's be real. It's also about power, perception, and who gets to own their narrative. Jasmine Crockett, she's owning hers. See you next time.